Long, long ago, a Greek god named Zeus used to leave the top of Mount Olympus and travel down the mountain to where the water nymphs were playing. They stayed up all night and had a party! Hera, however, was not amused. Every time she'd try and catch Zeus in the act, she'd meet Echo, who'd give her a long tail. Echo would talk and talk. By the time Hera was able to find Zeus, all the water nymphs had left already. Hera screamed. She said, "Your voice will be more brief, my dear. You will always have the last word, but never the first." Meanwhile, Narcissus, a beautiful youth, was walking through the woods. He was shaking off suitors left and right, but one man wouldn't leave him alone. Arminius pleaded for his love. Narcissus handed him a sword and told him to prove himself. Before, Arminius had pleaded with the gods to punish Narcissus. The gods said that Narcissus could only love what was unattainable. One day, as Echo was walking through the woods, she caught sight of Narcissus. She followed him through the woods, loving him more and more with each step. She got closer and closer until finally Narcissus heard the leaves rustling. He whirled around and cried out, "Who's here?" "Here," was all that Echo could reply. Narcissus looked around. "Who are you? Where are you? Why do you shun me?" "Why do you shun me?" was all that Echo could reply. Then Echo ran from behind the tree and rushed to embrace Narcissus. But Narcissus threw off the water nymph and said, "Leave me alone, I'd rather die than you should have me." Echo was so sad. She found a cave to live in, and she still to this day replies to all who call out to her, "Echo!" Meanwhile, Narcissus wandered throughout the woods. Tired and eager to quench his thirst, he came across a silvery pond. He leaned over and saw a beautiful boy looking back at him. He smiled at the boy, and the boy smiled back. He leaned over and tried to kiss the perfect lips, but he found only spring water. He reached out and tried to embrace the beautiful figure, but the water rippled and the face disappeared. "Stay, I entreat you," he cried. "Let me at least gaze upon you, if I may not have you." Day after day, Narcissus stared in the water in love with his own reflection. He began to waste away from grief. Slowly, he turned into a flower.